Mrs. Cleaver. You look radiant as ever.
That's sweat, Eddie.
And beaded very nicely, I might add. How's my crack crew doing in your basement?
They haven't shown up yet. They're 3 hours late.
I don't get it. They get all the way to the United States from Honduras in a 3-man rubber raft. But when they get here, they can't find a house a mile away.
Life's funny.
Well, rest assured that you'll only be paying for my time.
Eddie, you were supposed to turn my basement into a playroom ages ago, and it's still a disgusting mess.
Hey, if you want to make an omelet, you've got to break some eggs.
Eddie, I want that playroom finished.
And soon it shall be. Your satisfaction on this job means everything to me. Coffee?
Help yourself.
I hate to mention it, Mrs. Cleaver, but when we opened up the walls downstairs, I got to look at your wiring. It's ancient. Looks worse than my grandmother's neck. I strongly suggest that you allow Haskell Construction to completely rewire. Otherwise, this place could go up like a grasshopper on a barbecue.
You really think it's that important?
Are you kidding? Your safety means everything to me. Not to mention the fact that I need the money for my sport fishing trip in Hawaii. Mrs. Cleaver, you know, you really shouldn't be doing that. You can afford a plumber.
Aloha, Eddie. Out. Out, out.
Kip, is there life after death?
Let me think.
Too late.
Hey, Haskell, I paid you $25 for the answers to Mr. Stewart's history test, and guess what? They were all wrong.
No. Well, the only explanation is that Mr. Stewart didn't give you the standardized test and made up one on his own. Teacher with initiative. What's the world coming to?
Look, I want my money back.
Well, I'd love to, but my business manager's out of town, and all my corporate checks require 2 signatures.
What do you think, I am stupid?
Come on, Bucky. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I want my money back now. Bucky, come on. Lay off. Freddie's a creep, but you don't have to hurt him.
Thank you.
You stay out of this, Cleaver. Bad move, Bucky.
Well, Mrs. Hollingsworth, your husband's estate seems to be in order. I hope that the legal and financial services that my brother and I have proposed will meet with your satisfaction.
I'm sure they will. You both come highly recommended.
We'll leave you alone while you make sure everything's in order.
Can I get you anything? Coffee? A soft drink?
Oh, my husband used to call them soft drinks, too.
He was a special man.
Hey, Wally, let's head down to the go-kart track and... My, what do we have here?
I lost my husband.
Oh, I would check in the bar down the street.
No, he died.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, with the state that the world is in today, he's probably better off. I'm Edward Haskell, a solid businessman and a close personal friend of the Cleavers.
I'm Catherine Hollingsworth.
Frank Hollingsworth's old lady? Man, you must be setting pretty. I'm in the building business myself. Haskell Construction.
Oh.
Wood grain. You know, now just might be the time to build that spare room that you've always dreamed about. I don't know if my associates mentioned to you or not, but I do give widows discounts. Especially to a nasty little vixen like you.
She's a real nice lady. Maybe I could fix her up with some nice guy.
What about me?
Okay. You fix her up with somebody.
Yeah, I just set a motel at a nice coffee shop. Not for you to meet me there. Oh, Eddie, what are you doing here?
It's kind of dumb planning a Halloween costume this far ahead. Yeah, but if you wait till the last minute, you'll end up like Duffy last year, sticking a hose in his mouth and going as a vacuum cleaner. Bomber Haskell.
My, Kelly, what a lovely outfit you're wearing.
What are you doing in town?
Well, let's just say I'm laying low until I get a clear reading on treason laws. Want a soda?
How much?
You insult me. No one pulls coins in my town. For the Cleavers, it's on the house.
Thanks.
Hey, what's that? Let him ruin. We'll see ya. Here, take these. I'm not as thirsty as I thought.
See ya, Bomber. I can't believe Bomber gave us his sodas. I guess he's not the creep everyone thinks he is.
There you are. Caught you red-handed, you little thieves.
Huh?
Kip Cleaver, I can't believe it. Suspended a week for fighting.
Grandma, it wasn't my fault. One of Freddie Haskell's grand schemes backfired, and I paid for it.
Well, your father's not going to be very pleased about this.
Well, then why tell him?
We need to teach him a lesson. I say we torch his truck.
The truck didn't do anything. I say we torch Eddie.
What's Eddie Haskell up to now?
Catherine Hollingsworth was just about to sign the contracts, and Eddie waltzes into the office and charms her.
Boy, that lady had some grip. I thought his head was gonna pop.
I should have let her finish him off.
Hold it. Officer, what happened?
It seems your kids were caught accepting stolen property.
What? Thank you very much, officer. We'll take care of this.
Now, would you mind running this by us again? This time, a little slower.
That's exactly how I got suspended.
You got suspended? What do you mean you got suspended? You got suspended for what?
Hello?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Cleaver. Eddie here. I was wondering, have you made the wise decision to have the rewiring done on your house? I must know today, or I'll have to pay full airfare to Honolulu. I don't believe in carrying tales.
That's a very pretty dress.
That's Eddie Haskell.
Hi, Mrs. Cleaver. Gee, that's a nice sweater.
My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing.
That's a lovely dress.
My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing.
My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing. My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing. My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing.
Grandma, wake up!
Oh, Oliver. Oh, Oliver. Oh, I was having the worst nightmare.
It's over now, Grandma, so you can go back to sleep. And might I add, that's a lovely nightgown you're wearing.
What did you say? It sounds like...
It sounds like... What is this, charades?
About Oliver.
Oh, he's a wonderful lad. I tell that to Kip, too, but I don't really mean it.
Don't say that! Oh, no! Oh, Kip, it's awful. Your father and brother are turning into Haskells.
Hey, keep your shirt on, Sam.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody upstairs is...
What a maroon!
Were you born stupid, or did you have to take
Oh, Kip, you're all I have left.
Are you all right?
Oh, that does it. Nobody in this family is ever going to see any of those Haskells again. Kip, why are you still in your pajamas? You're gonna be late for school.
I was suspended, remember?
Oh, sorry.
Good morning, popular Mayfield residents. My, Mrs. Cleaver, that's a lovely dress you're wearing. I just stopped by to personally tell you that my little worker bees won't be showing up this morning.
But tomorrow we get right on that rewiring.
There's not going to be any rewiring.
Did I fail to mention that your hair this morning looks very much like that of an angel's?
Listen, Eddie, I don't know if you're aware of what went on here yesterday, but because of you, Wally and Beaver lost a very important account. And because of Freddie, Kip was suspended from school. And because of Bomber, Oliver and Kelly were picked up for shoplifting.
Bomber's in town?
Now, I should have known you were trouble 35 years ago when you and Wally were selling candy bars for the church. And you kept the money.
The Lord told me to.
This house is no longer open to you. And that goes for your kids, too.
Did Bomber happen to mention where he was staying?
I mean it, Eddie. Ever since we've known you, the Haskells have caused us nothing but pain and misery. This house is off limits to the Haskells. For good.
Boy, did somebody get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Mr. Haskell, Freddie did get me suspended from school.
Hey, when I was your age, I used to charge kids for that. Good morning, Cleaver's son number 2.
Bye, Eddie.
Hey, not you two. You can't do this. Think about our kids.
Oh, I am.
Well, fine, if that's the way you feel. After all I've done for you.
What have you ever done for me?
Plenty.
Like what? Well?
Hey, I know. What about that time when you were a little rat and you spilled that baseball glove oil on Wally's jacket? Who bailed you out then, huh, Squirt?
That's all you can come up with. And don't ever call me Squirt again.
Don't forget your jacket.
Hi, Kelly. My, that's a lovely outfit you're wearing.
It's Mr. Haskell. What are we gonna do?
We'll wait it out. He won't stand out there forever.
Hey, why didn't you open the door for your Uncle Eddie?
Eddie, look, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're no longer welcome here.
Hey, I can understand that sort of nonsense from the Beaver, but not from the beautiful wife of my best friend. I know I say that to Lumpy's wife, too, but
I don't mean it.
You know me too well.
Listen, tell Gert I'm sorry, but one day she'll wake up and leave you, and then I can see her again. Get rid of him.
Hey, Wally! Buddy! Tell you what, why don't we skip work today? Oh, we'll hoist a few and we'll shoot some pool. I'll let you break.
Look, I can't see anymore. I know it's hard, but try to understand.
What is this? The airport scene from Casablanca?
Yeah, I stuck up for you. But the more I tried to defend you, the more I realized that Mom was right.
I got your favorite, Pez.
Great. I'm sorry, Eddie. I just can't pal around with you anymore.
Why not? Just because your mommy says so?
Eddie, you messed up the biggest account of my life.
Is that all our friendship means to you? Wally, you remember 5th grade? We became blood brothers.
Yeah, you cut me with a rusty knife and I had to get a tetanus shot.
Fine. Who needs you anyway, Jack? And you know something? I don't think your mom looks as good as everyone says.
Hey, Uncle Wally. What's going on?
Nothing much. Hey, what are you doing home on a Saturday night? I thought that you and Freddie always went to the...
Uncle Wally, it's been 3 weeks. Don't you miss Mr. Haskell at all?
Why should I miss him? He's two-faced, unthoughtful, insincere, dishonest, and cheap.
Yeah. I miss Freddie, too.
You know, Kip, sometimes I'd be working like crazy in my office, and Eddie would barge in, begging me to go down to the track or go have a beer. I got too much work to do, I'd say. Next thing I know, I'd be throwing back a cold one and yelling at horses. Sometimes I'd have to pull an all-nighter just to get the work done. But it was so much fun, it was always worth it.
Yeah, Freddie's the same way. Except the part about the beer. Boy, I sure know how to enjoy life.
Yeah, even if they ruin yours in the process.
Yes?
Hey, who are you calling? It's not that son of a beaver, Kip Cleaver, is it?
No way, sir. Kip. Kip who?
Don't kid a kidder. I don't want you calling that lowlife.
I don't see where a mere phone call could hurt, sir.
You pick up that phone, I'll show you where it could hurt.
Sir, Kip's my friend. I miss him.
You're weak, boy. What have the Cleavers ever done for us?
Well, Wally was best man at your wedding. Mrs. Cleaver brought food over every night after Mom had her accident.
Yeah, and did she ever once offer to wash a dish?
Sir, we're an odd bunch at best. Few tolerate us, let alone understand us. The Cleavers are the only friends we've ever had.
All I know is that they've besmirched the Haskell name. I don't care if I ever see him again. Who needs him anyway?
We do.
Did you know your brother was in town? I think it's under control now.
I wonder what happened.
I tried to warn you about the faulty wiring, but my expertise was ignored.
Oh, Eddie, I'm sorry. I didn't believe you. I just thought you were trying to get extra money out of me.
After all the kindness that the Cleavers have bestowed upon the Haskells, yeah, I better be going.
Eddie, wait. You saved our lives.
And my snow collection.
I thought you got rid of those. I would have done it for anybody. Yeah, maybe our paths will cross again someday.
Eddie? Eddie, I did you a terrible injustice, you and your family, by kicking you out of our lives.
Mom, think what you're saying.
A true friend accepts a person's frailties and imperfections, and he likes them in spite of them. Eddie, we made a mistake. Can you ever forgive us?
I don't know. The Haskell feelings have really been put to the test. It's something I'll have to think about. I thought about it. Apology accepted.
Thank you. Come on, let's see what happens in the house.
Welcome back, friend. I've missed you a lot over these last 3 weeks.
Has it been that long?
Hey, Mr. Haskell, tell Freddie he can take my date out Tuesday night.
Dad, I
Operation Amigo was a glowing success.
Yeah, the smoke canisters really did the trick, sir.
I haven't seen that much smoke since Uncle Arnie wanted to get out of the clothing business.
You're the best.
Truer words were never... Freddie, I can't believe you'd stoop to this.
Nice try, Eddie. You're not gonna tell anybody, are you?
No. I guess if you'd go to all the trouble to burn down our house, you must really like us.
Thanks. And I promise never to call you Squirt again.
Yeah. Well, remember the time you fixed it with Wally when I spilt the glove oil on his jacket?
Oh, you bet, Squirt. Theodore.
We're even.
Son, what do you say we go get a man's breakfast? Hey, Beav, would you care to join us?
I said we're even.
Give me that.